Ayan, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to Life Coaching Access, your daily access with professional certified life coaches brought to you by Life Coach Philippines. So Life Coach Philippines is our community of professional life coaches certified by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs, a bona fide institute for mental health that is based in Dallas, Texas, USA. And so Life Coaching Access is our service to the community, and we aim to help individuals experience the process of transformation through the platform of life coaching. So if you want to know more about our international coaching classes and services, please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 for assistance. Magandang hapon, I'm Coach Orvyl for Shiny Original Self, S.O.S. Unlock Journey from Shyness to Shineness. Yan. So your access with me is every Saturday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And for my segment today, I'll be sharing to you top 3 things that you don't know affects your confidence. Most of the time, they were like, we're in episode 16 right now, so we discuss a lot of things that really directly affecting yung confidence natin. And now I'll be sharing to you the not so obvious, but then they're really critical. And alam mo yun, talagang if like we're going to reflect deeper, oo nga pala, ito talaga yung nakaka-apekto. These top 3 things yung hindi natin napapansin, but they are really one of the major factor of our low self-confidence. Ayan. So please tag your friends in the comment below and invite them to join our conversation. So you may also share this Facebook live to your timeline and Facebook groups and pages so that we can reach more people and help transform lives. Ayan. Oopsie. Ano famous? So yun, hashtag pack my bag moment, hashtag life coaching access. Every time na may na-realize kayo something that's really connecting, na nakita nyo sa pressman, something na narinig nyo sa akin, o something na bigla na lang nag-tick sa utak nyo dahil meron kayong na-realize or nagka-eureka moment, ika ngayon yung tawag natin. I'm really inviting you to share it to your timeline or like you share it sa Facebook along with this official hashtag. I really believe na one of your online friends really nangangailangan ng message, yung story, yung realization, yung wisdom na makukuha mo this afternoon. And yun, appending these 2 official hashtag will really allow us to, to see your post and really support your post, really give you thanks and me really, messaging you and really, makuha yung talagang makuha yung takeaway mo in my session this afternoon. So, yun, this year, January, ilang weeks na ba ngayon? It's 2nd week na ba? Or 3rd week ng January, hindi ko rin alam. Pero what I'm trying to say is, it's January, kaka-start ng taon, and what's the best thing to do is to add more positivity sa Facebook, sa social media, because yun yung kailangan natin, especially right now. And every story are unique. Your story is unique. Your story, your learning, your wins, they are very valuable, and talagang ikaw lang yung meron yung mga bagay na yan. Really inviting you to share it. Who knows, yun yung pinaka-next na kailangan ng mundo. So yun, hashtag pack my bag moment, hashtag life coaching access. And so sino po ulit ako? I'm Coach Orvyl, a professional certified life coach, focuses on building confidence. Building confidence, marami tayo yung nabasa na natin mga self-help book, also speakers, great people that really elaborating what confidence is. And me here talking in front, doing this Facebook Live, I'm really focusing on building confidence in terms of caring less of what others might think and start doing what you really wanted to do. Kasi most of the time, especially mga nasa corporate like me, and a guy like me, there are really things that alam naman natin gusto natin gawin. Like, you want to share your story, you want to shift career, you want to do something that is not really common or not accepted sa family or into your current space. Pero gusto talaga natin siyang gawin. And the number one hindrance na talaga nahagip talaga natin is the fear or anxiousness of what others might say, kung paano sila magre-respond, paano sila magre-react kapag ginawa natin yung gusto talaga natin gawin sa buhay. And that is really getting that energy, that confidence, yung empowerment, just start and really live the life that you really wanted for your life. So yun, that's building confidence to me. And yun, I got a certified life coach by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs based in Dallas, Texas, USA. It's a bona fide mental health institute. Mental health matters. This last December, I got certified as a mental health professional under nga po sa Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs. And one thing that I really realized is walang mas, ano ba yung tawag doon? Peace of mind is very expensive. Really like, paano ba natin magagamit niya? Like, we all have the money in the world, we all have all the resources that we want, the materials that we need, the gadgets that we've been longing for, really longing for the longest time. If we don't have the peace of mind of using them, if we don't even have the peace of mind, or we don't have the ability to sleep very well and really have a to have a beautiful relationship, you know, mental health is like really matters. Mental health really matters. I really can't right now I can't really express it more. Kasi with the pandemic really happening right now, with all the transitioning happening right now, with all the panic, anxiousness happening right now, how are you protecting yourself? Not hindi pa nga sa dun sa mga nangyayari sa labas, but how are you protecting yourself from your own thoughts, from your own overthinking? So if you have like you have the heart, or like you're really connecting with what I'm talking about mental health, I'm really encouraging you to connect with us. And your number is here, 0917-586-1661. Let's talk about mental health and really how can you help yourself and how can you start serving or really helping the people that you love right now in terms of mental health and awareness. Okay. Oops. Ayan, so yan, dito na sila. Hello, Master E. Hello, Coach Cherry. Hello, Coach Tin. Hello, sa ating Glacier. Kakalis niya na. Hello, Coach Inan. Hello, Master Coach Hasmin. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And I'm a software engineer. So, nag-work pa rin ako sa corporate. I really love coding. So, to all IT programmers, web developers, system architect out there, I mean, shout out sa inyong lahat. So, yun, it's really one of my passions, really creating programs, talking to the computer, creating the things that the computer can do. For example, like this one, the Facebook, of course, and how we're doing this streaming, like really tickles my mind. Very curious and really wanted to create something like this to really to help to create impact to the people. Well, yung something na legacy. Ika nga parang may ganun akong desire of really creating. So that's why I'm still in being a software engineer. I really love it. So yan, shout out sa inyong lahat na software engineers out there. So this afternoon, top 3 things you don't know affects your confidence. We are now pag na ba? Episode 16. So, di ba, like, nakailang months tayo, 4, 8, 12, 16. So, was like we were 4 months na. So, meron pang last episode for this January. So, that would really end yung pang 4th month ng segment natin. And I really can't express my gratitude sa inyo, to all the viewers out there that really, really investing time para matuto with us. Also, dito sa segment ko and with others and sa mga segment ng ibang mga certified life coaches rin. So I really want to say thank you and really congratulate you with that, with the things that you do for yourself. Alright, congrats. So, top 3 things you don't know that affects your confidence. So I'm really inviting you right now to comment below. What's your, how do you interpret the picture na nasa slide right now? Like, ano yung unang pumapasok sa isip nyo nung nakita nyo itong bagay nito? Or right now, kapag tinitignan nyo siya, tinititigan nyo siya, ano yung thought na pumapasok sa isip nyo? Like that one word that you think na talagang akma, that really connecting with the picture. I've been inviting you to comment it below. And dito tayo mag-start sa part na to. So, most of the time, there are things that are really so obvious. It's like totally obvious alam natin yung sagot, that there's no question on it, alam natin yung sagot at alam natin yung dapat nating gawin. And there are the things that yung the other side of the coin, yung mga not so obvious naman. Like, we don't even know na merong ganung bagay, or we don't even gets. Hindi natin siya gets. We don't understand. And others might, yung parang hindi natin maintindihan, pero baka naiintindihan ng ibang tao. So we call it in coaching as the blind spot. So that's the reason why we have this coaching relationship. So if you're in the season right now, dahil marami na ka na napanood ng segment sa Life Coaching Access, and if you're so curious of how life coaching works, I'm really inviting you to connect with Coach 0917-586-1661, because I'm getting that example blind spot. Yung parang, even though we keep studying, we keep, ano ba yung sasabi, yung favorite na term ni Coach Sherry, and yung naririnig ko, like, seminarista. Like, we really love studying, really attending seminars to know, to understand, to feed the curiosity that we have. There are really things na hindi talaga natin masagot-sagot because it is what we call it blind spot. It is designed na hindi talaga natin siya makikita. And dito papasok yung profession of life coaching, that these are the accountability partners, professional service provider that can really help you pinpoint that missing piece that would really help you thrive. So yan, meron talagang mga not so obvious talaga na bagay sa mundo. Then, I picked this picture because you're going to check. So, di ba, na yan, dagat yan. Tapos merong, ano bang tawag doon, like a warning sign sa ilalim. And it says, caution, wet floor. Like, di ba obvious na basa talaga yung floor ng seabed? Diba? Like, you go to think, hindi pa talaga obvious yung bagay na yan. And me thinking of it, may purpose ba tong, may purpose ba tong warning sign? If ever talaga nag-e-exist yung picture na to, ano ba yung purpose ng warning sign na nasa ilalim? And the reason why I picked and really put it in this slide, because I saw the answer. Like, I really heard myself. Kasi nga ako nga minsan, even though I know it's so obvious, I still don't follow. Even though sometimes I keep thinking, realizing I got the answer. But then I don't, parang binabrush up ko siya. I intentionally make it as a blind spot. So one of the things that I learned with Coach Candy, with my 1-year coaching program with her, there are things that we call the intentional blind spot. We just, like, alam nating andun, alam natin yun yung problema, na-realize na natin siya, nahagip na natin siya every time we think, we overthink. It's just that we are not really doing something to address yung mga na-realize natin, to address that problem, to address that hindrance. So yun, so if you're connecting, you just comment it below. And, like, babalikan ko kayo sa mga comment na yan. So itong mga not so obvious, or yung hindi talaga natin, yung dinidisregard natin most likely na hindrances, these are the top 3 that I'm going to share to you. That's really directly affecting yung self-confidence natin. Meron tayong tatawag, there's this idiom ba na sasawag na it's like under our nose na talaga. Like, we know na ito yung reason, it's just that in our brain is really protecting us, or most likely our brain is really repelling na yan, no, it's not that. We're just focused on the technicalities, di ba? Parang we think that we really need to practice how to speak, how to deliver our message. Like, we really need to keep moving, keep taking action. I'm not telling na mali yun, because this is really part of the process. But then we really need to address these top 3 critical things that we tend to tolerate. Kasi most of the time, hindi talaga natin alam na naka-apekto pala siya. So, yun. So, the first one that I'm going to share to you is creative avoidance. Diba, like, most of the time, isip tayo ng isip, and we start, no, parang nakuha naman na natin yung sagot. Pero, tumitigil tayo on the realization part. I have this, one personal story of I'm about to enroll. Yun like I think that's the first day of apprenticeship program for master class. And I was asked, yun parang really expressing or really telling what's on my mind, what's in our minds nung mga fellow classmate ko that time. And I said, na pagod na ako kakaisip. Like, and then actually sabi ko, pagod na po ako. I feel so tired. And parang wala po ako nag-create na output. Now, if you're going to think, like I'm really reflecting, ang nireply sa akin ng master coach, of course, si Master Coach A nun. One question, like, what have you done so far? Like, what have you done so far? Like, yeah, sige. I hear you, naririnig kita, you're thinking, you're planning. But what have you done so far? Which is apparently wala. Because nandun pa rin ako sa state of really overthinking. And overthinking is a form of creative avoidance. When you say creative avoidance, ito yung parang we know what we need to do. However, because kapag ginawa na natin yung bagay na yon, and that activity is so significant na nakakatakot magkamali. Like, if you're building a business, tapos you really know the next thing to do is really start creating relationship, is start advertising yourself, like you start really telling your story, telling the product, really start expressing or describing the value to your target audience, to your target client. Hindi yun yung ginawa mo, but instead you start creating the website, you start creating the logo, and you start convincing yourself, I think mas mahalagang gawin yung mga logo, mas mahalagang gawin yung mga, the materials, the pamphlet. You are creatively avoiding to do what is right. And ginagawa na lang natin yung mas madali. Do what is right, not what is easy. Creative avoidance is not the same with procrastination, because procrastination is it's a coping mechanism of stress. When you say creative avoidance, you are really fearful to do what is right because you know yung next na bagay na gagawin mo, that significant activity that you're about to do, nakakatakot magkamali. And how is this affecting our confidence? If you're going to read yung description ko nitong ng Facebook Live ko right now, when you say confidence, it's something na nasabi ko rin ng episode 15 when I differentiate confidence and self-esteem. Self-confidence is really, it's an inner voice of telling, you can do it. Yun yung inner voice na you're about to do something na nakakakabad, something nakaka-anxious, but then naririnig mo sarili mo, you can do it. So that's a form of self-confidence. And if we keep allowing this creative avoidance, creatively avoiding to do what is right, and instead we do what is easy, imagine what is really happening dun sa voice of you can do it. We keep denying that voice of that you can do it until such time it weakens. Yeah, let's use our creativity for good. Yep. Thank you, Coach Sherry. So that's our number one. Next, people pleasing. So I got this picture from the cooperreview.com, and it really hit me. I was going to share my story of how I really, like I journey in creating the content and really deliver my message right now. because most of the time we think that confidence is being measured of how others respond of what we are doing. Like confidence is directly connected with appreciation and recognition. So you start to make it as a measurement. Always remember that confidence is an inner voice and not someone else's voice. Like we are in this space of we really need to maintain a consistent image. Like it is like um, what is right is to maintain the image of we are okay. That we are starting to feel less confident of really expressing of how we really feel, the authentic feeling. We're happy, we're bored, we're angry, we're terrified, we feel so sad, it seems like we're dying inside. But then we have this program in our mind that we really need to be consistent in displaying an image that is acceptable with others. And same is true in creating our own value, creating our product, doing what we want. If we are in the state of people pleasing, like we keep considering of what others might think, we keep prioritizing how others might react. Ano yung value na mapoproduce natin? Is that the value that only you can create, or is that the value which is it's a collective reaction, or collective like a collective affirmation of for others? People pleasing, minsan napapatanong, like we have this question, is it really people pleasing? What if I'm just being so considerate with others? Baka hindi naman people pleasing yun, because diba, when we say people please, we really wanted others to feel okay. Like we really wanted to get others affirmation, others recognition, or others okay na message pa rin. Like, okay, you wanted to get that okay from them. Pero meron yung question talaga, paano I'm just being so considerate with the feeling and I'm not really pleasing other people? If that's your question, if you're connecting with that question, I'm really inviting you to connect with us and avail this Coach A Carla's coaching bundle. So this is a coaching bundle, like really going to help you to stop worrying what others people think about you. There's this thin line of you really focusing of you being so good, or like being kind with others, and you in the state of really pleasing them because your confidence is somewhat coupled dun sa respond ng ibang tao. And if you really wanted to know and understand and overcome that feeling, for you to really live the life na talagang gusto mo talaga, yung pinaka-trip mong buhay talaga, and really, kung meron lang isang bagay na gusto mong gawin forever, like wala kang problemahin, and really wanted to get that, I'm really inviting you, let's have a conversation. Connect with us, connect with Coach Rizal 0917-586-1661, and get this coaching bundle. And you have a one coaching session with me for us to process yung parang pinaka-workbook nito, yung pinaka-start ng coaching bundle. So, really looking forward. Let's have a conversation if you're in that season right now. Okay? So, that's number 2. People pleasing. So, number 1, creative avoidance. Yung parang like we keep denying the voice. Now you can do it. Tapos hindi tayo naniniwala sa inner voice na yun. The number 2, people pleasing. Like instead of really listening to that voice of you can do it, we are just going really factor out yung voice ng iba. We really keep prioritizing, like pina-prioritize natin yung sasabihin ng iba than what we really wanted, or than what our inner self is really telling or shouting. And last but not the least, keeping away from the internal works. Kala natin, confidence really, kala, kala natin, if you keep doing the action, you will going to be confident very soon. Because confidence is a result. And I'm not really saying that it's wrong. But when we say unwavering, like something indispensable confidence, a confidence that is really defined by the self-esteem or by the value na meron ka or how do you see yourself, we really need to face that we have to do some internal works. When we say internal works, it's really facing who you are. It's really showing up, being vulnerable, being brutally honest of who you are. So like in this picture, the end goal, we just really wanted to align kung ano yung nasa inner natin that we can really express and show it out. That we wanted to align the inner game. When we say inner game, what's in our mind, our values, yung mga ganun. And then when we say outer game, the activities that we do, the actions that we are really, like really, what we are really implementing, how are we communicating, yung actual thing na yun. And we really wanted to align those two things. And it's really a journey. Like in this picture, may kita nyo blurry yung reflection sa baba because of the waves or the ripple ng tubig. So most of the time, di ba, like we really wanted to get that tranquility, that peacefulness until such time we can reflect identically of who we are inside. And that's the reason why we are here certified life coaches to really help you journey dun sa bagay na yun because there's no better, no better feeling than really just really walking in front of other people, feeling good of who you really are and doing what you wanted to do in front of others and not really worrying what others might think. Face the real you. If you don't know who you really are, how can you confidently conduct yourself? Face the real you. Face the real pain. Face the real dream that you have. Face and start acknowledging those wins. Face and start reflecting to those learnings. Those yung mga loss. Because it's either you win or you learn. But then if we are not really facing those things, who we are, the pain, the learning, how can we really conduct? How can we really show up? Or ano yung confidence? Ano yung confidence na maipapakita natin? Is it really based with others' definition? O yung confidence talaga, which is you showing yourself, the true you, the real you. Self-esteem and self-confidence, like I discussed nung last episode, they're really connected. You say self-esteem, you start to define the value, really knowing accurately of who you are, what you can do. And then confidence is really showing it up. Really showing up and really, it's an intrapersonal self-esteem, interpersonal self-confidence. And until then, para makuha yung authentic confidence sa'yo, really, na yun, simply facing yourself. Doesn't matter if, like you start having that compassion sa sarili mo, parang like right now, if like you wanted to share your story, confidently doing it, the confidence of you facing other people, you telling the story, manggagaling siya of how you see yourself. How have you faced yourself? How did you process? How did you hug and really embrace the real you? And until then, you really know how can you control and conduct confidently yung tunay na ikaw. And with that, I'm really inviting you to my Facebook group from Shyness to Shineness. I just created this last week, I think, ng December 2020. And then nasa magwa 1 month na siya. And in this Facebook group, like really putting here the content that I'm really learning from Master Coach A. So we have this Facebook group also, the Coach A coaching community. It's really yun yung talagang model ko talaga na Facebook group. And in this Facebook group, ang focus naman talaga is really help you to free from the guilt, from the fear of being compared, from the fear of being judged, into really doing what you wanted to do. Simple as that. And we're going to embrace you with the coaching platform. So I'm inviting you from Shyness to Shineness. Let's have a conversation and engagement inside the group. Your life is important. Honor it. Your one life. Honor it. Do what you think that you should be doing, and fight for your highest possibilities. Help is available. There's no better way of really defining what life is, but you really discovering or really you fighting for your highest possibilities. Define what life is and share it with us. Fight for your highest possibilities. Help is available. So this is me talking. This is a picture nito. I'm Decaf Coffee Republic during that time. So I'm really inviting you to our coffee shop sa Home of Certified Life Coaches, Decaf Coffee Republic, located yan sa Pioneer Center compound dito sa United States Capitol, Pasig City. So this is my Facebook profile, Orvyl FT, my page, Coach Orvyl. I have my personal email, Gmail, or orvyl.gmail.com, and my number is 0928-854-010126. And so, yeah, either you win or lose, what matters is facing the real you. Yes, po, Master Coach. Ayan, so, as we end today's episode, let me invite you to visit our coaching hub, Decaf Coffee Republic, located at Pioneer Center Compound. Yun yung nasabi ko kayo na along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Streets, Capitolio, Pasig City, just across Bayanihan Center. So our coaching hub is open physically from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., but virtual operation is 24/7, and we offer coaching services on demand any time of the day and any day of the week. And please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 for your coaching needs. Maraming salamat. Yeah, thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next week, same day, same time for episode 17. Love, bomb, boom. Bye-bye.